Hey guys, it's me, Sarah, and today I really want to show you guys my LEGO Movie Collectible Mini Figure series, all 16 figures. I hope you enjoy.
The first figure in the series is a character that's just known as the Where Is My Pants guy, and he has a really fun floral top. This character has only been released in 2 sets that I know of, and that is the Apocalypseburg set and also this CMF series. The hairpiece is found in other characters or figures in the past, but it's not a particularly common hair mold piece. This hair mold is also used in the dark brown color for the character Dareth from Ninjago. The torso and the face are both exclusive to this figure. The next figure in the LEGO Movie CMF series is the one and only Abraham Lincoln. His torso, face, and hair hat molded piece are all exclusive. Also, the 2x2 printed tile that you see there is also an exclusive piece. I really like this figure a lot. The hat and hair mold is actually one piece and can only be found in the set. He does not have a dual-sided face, but his expression is stern and perfect for Abraham Lincoln, so there really wasn't a need for another face. The next figure in this minifigure series is one of my favorite figures, and it took me by surprise that I like this one so much, and that is the Calamity Drone figure. She is a really cool figure, especially I particularly absolutely in love with her hairpiece. This hair mold only came in a couple different minifigures, and never before has it been in blonde, so if you want this hair mold in a blonde color, this is the only place that you can get that. This hair mold was also used for the Hermione minifigure from the Clock Tower, from the most recent release of the Harry Potter Clock Tower. And every piece that you see on this figure, aside from the gun, is exclusive to this CMF figure. So it's also really interesting because the figure has a drone or droid type face, but because it's a female, she is actually wearing makeup even though she is a droid or drone. Pretty cool Wild West dress, and the triangle bottom piece, the triangle bottom slope piece for a accentuated dress bottom. The next figure in this series is Gail, the construction worker. You may remember her from early on in the LEGO Movie when she is featured at the construction site with Emmet. I do really like her hair and hat molded piece. It's not exclusive to this figure. I have seen this piece before in some other city sets, but the torso for her and her pants and her face also are all exclusive to this figure, and it's kind of a fun character to have included. Next up is the Emmet from the figure series, and he is absolutely the super cutest Emmet that I've ever seen before in any of the other sets. It's just how happy his face looks with the triangle happy eyes. It's just so cute, and I really like it a lot. The only other way that you could have received this face print from Emmet, which is actually dual-sided, is if you were to have received a promotional event item which included the same minifigure pieces. The other really great thing about this minifigure is the exclusive 1x2 tile that comes with it. This is a printed piece that is supposed to represent the instruction manuals that Emmet likes to follow. It's a really cool piece and a really cute figure. The next figure that I have to show from the series is one that I was really looking forward to getting, and that is Larry the Barista coffee guy. So his hairpiece isn't anything that we haven't seen before. The pants are also pretty generic and used commonly in other city sets for the other baristas in those sets. But his torso is exclusive to this figure because it does actually have a Larry name tag. So this is exclusive to this figure. The coffee cup with the branding on it is also exclusive to the figure, as well as is the face. So if you want somebody in your city that can sell $37 coffees, then you should probably make sure that you get this figure for your city. The next one that I have to show is Marsha, Queen of the Mermaids. This figure is probably my favorite from the entire set that I have here. Out of all 16, almost every single thing about this figure is exclusive. The gem and the shell are not exclusive pieces, but the purple mermaid tail is only available here. The torso with the differently shaped seashells and the seashell necklace, and also the hair mold and color, the face. Everything about this figure is exclusive to this figure except for her accessories. So she's a really cool one to have. I think she generally goes for about 10 to 15 US dollars, and the mermaids are one of my favorite Lego items, so I was really excited to add her to my collection. The lipstick on Marsha is actually a really pretty silver metallic, which is really cool. She has a purple eyeshadow as well. The features on this minifigure face are really unique, and the hair also has a purple shell starfish with some long, maybe seaweed strands. She's a really cool figure, and I really love this one so much. The next figure that I have to show is Mrs. Scratchen-Post. She comes with a dark orange cat as her accessory. You can get this cat accessory in some other large Lego sets previously released, such as the Detective's Office, the Old Fishing Store, and also the classic Batcave set. But it's still kind of a rarer cat color, and it's always nice to have an animal in a Lego minifigure. I tend to gravitate towards buying the ones that come with animals because the animals tend to be worth a little bit more money and are just nice to have in your collection. The pants, the torso, the face are all exclusive to this figure, which is really cool. I love her little pouch that she's wearing around her waist. That's something that I really enjoy myself, and she also has one of her dark orange cats on her shirt. She has a lot of cats, so I'm not really sure which one this one is, but out of the many that she has, you could just assume that it's one of them. I really love Mrs. Scratchen-Post's shirt because you can definitely tell that she has a lot of cats from all the cat hair on her clothing, which is a really fun detail that the minifigure designers added. Her hair is also pretty long and unkempt, but I like this figure a lot. The next minifigure that I'm going to show from this series is also one of my favorites, and that is the Panda Costume Guy. The shirt has printing on the front, and also on the back you can see he has a zipper for his outfit. This is a really great one to add to your collection if you're into collecting the costumed minifigures. He comes with a panda bear stuffed animal, and this is kind of an interesting mold and coloring of this mold. The only other place that you could have gotten this printing on this teddy bear mold is the Chinese New Year. If you remove his costume head, underneath is actually the silly face, and it's a little bit of a different silly face because it has some sweat droplets on it as well. Like, he's really hot underneath this costume, but the silly face is so cute and fun, and this face is only available exclusively to this minifigure. This figure is definitely one of my favorites, and I think he would make a great addition to any theme park. The next figure that I'm going to show is another main character from the Lego movie, and that is President Business. As those of you know who have watched this movie, President Business is the bad guy of the movie. And here he is featured in his normal business attire. The hair mold is featured on other Lord and President Business figures, but the face is exclusive to this set. The torso, believe it or not, is exclusive to this set and also only featured in the promotional giveaway of the same minifigure, but that was only available at promotional events before Lego Movie aired. The Octan coffee mug is actually an exclusive printed piece to this set as well, so that's a really cool one to have. President Business's face is actually dual molded, so if I turn him around, then you can actually see a really different expression on his face, a very angry and enraged expression, which is really cool to have that range for this figure. The next figure in the series is Bad-Cop / Scribble-Face Good-Cop. I think that this is a pretty cool figure to have. There are some other sets that feature Bad-Cop, however, this particular face is actually exclusive to this minifigure, as is the torso. The other parts, like the pants and the helmet, and of course the handcuffs, have been seen in other sets before, and the phone piece is also an exclusive piece to this minifigure alone. On the back of Bad-Cop, he does have a dual-sided face, and you can see that it is when his good side has been erased and he has been scribbled on to reactivate his good cop side. Next up, we have one of the most flavorful figures from this series, and that is Taco Tuesday Guy. And the colors on this figure are absolutely bright and vibrant and really fun. His hat is really crazy. It is exclusive to this minifigure, as is the face. Inside of Taco Tuesday's exclusive dish is I'm not really sure what these are supposed to represent. They are 1x1 tiles. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be tacos or cheese or what this is. If you know what this is supposed to represent, please let me know in the comments. You can also see if I remove them that in his dish is some chili peppers, so that's pretty funny. I absolutely love his poncho. His face is amazing. He has a wink and a large mustache, and his pants are a crimson color. Almost all of these pieces are exclusive to this figure. The poncho, the torso with the different colored arms, the pants, and the hat. So he's a pretty cool one for this collection as well. The next figure is another one of the assistant drones for President Business, and this one's name is Velma Staplebot. She is the secretary at President Business's operation. She has a super secret plans clipboard with some notes on it, and she's not featured very heavily in the movie. All of her pieces are exclusive to this figure, so that's also pretty cool. She also has a little microphone on her drone face and is another one of those drones that is female, so she has bright eyelashes and a red lipstick and even a beauty mark to make her stand out a little bit different from all the other drones. I like that they actually customized some of the drone faces. They all look different from one another, and the ones that they decided to include are special. Here's another one of the drones in the set, and this is from the Wyldstyle. This one is called Wiley Fusebot, and you might remember him from early on in the Lego movie. The coolest thing about this figure is definitely the hat. This mold of this Davy Crockett style raccoon tail hat is exclusive to this figure, and it is really one of the coolest Lego pieces that I've seen. It's really interesting. It's got a lot of texture on it, and it's a really cool piece that I wish that they would reprint on something else. The torso and the pants are also exclusive to the figure, as is the face. So this is another one that's pretty interesting. It's not one of my favorite in looks, but in exclusive pieces, it's definitely a nice one. Next up is the lovely Wild West Wyldstyle. Her back does include a printing, which is really nice. It's like a corset top, so at the back you can see that there is printing to represent that. Her bottom is also a very triangular looking dress that is accentuated. It's very pretty, and I love this figure. I love the fan piece that she comes with as well. In the movie, this piece is kind of a crimson color, but in the figure, they chose to print the piece in black, which I'm fine with. The hair piece is pretty common for Wyldstyle. The face on this figure is actually exclusive to the figure, but I believe the reason for that is because it is not a dual-sided face, so it is only one side for Wyldstyle for this figure, and usually her face is printed as a dual-sided piece. But it is a really nice one, and I really like it. It's very iconic to the movie as well, early on. The very last figure that I have to show you guys is one of my favorites, and one of the reasons why I really wanted to collect the figures from this series, and that is the William Shakespeare figure. He is very much in the 16th century style of clothing. He has a really interesting collar piece. This collar piece is not particularly common. It was featured on one of the early minifigures from a Collectible Mini Figure series. I believe that was Collectible Mini Figure Series 8 for the Thespian. This collar piece is also seen on the Terry Top clown figure from the Haunted Fairgrounds Hidden Sides set that came out in 2020, so it might look familiar to you if you've been collecting Hidden Side stuff. All the other pieces on this figure, though, are exclusive to this figure alone, except for the feather quill. But you can see that he's been writing a Lego version of Hamlet to build or not to build, and he has a really cool bald on top but hair on the back kind of molded piece. The face, the torso, and all of these other pieces are exclusive to this figure, and I love William Shakespeare so much that I'm very happy that I have this lovely, lovely figure in my collection. You can see that the printing has some metallic gold look to it, which is really pretty, and this figure is really nice. Well, that about sums it up, and as you can see, this is the entire Lego Movie Collectible Minifigure series. There are 16 figures in total. I do also own the Lego Movie 2 figures. These figures are really cool if you love the Lego Movie. It's a gorgeous and colorful, very full of personality collectible minifigure series, and one definitely worthy to own if you love minifigures. Some of the characters in this minifigure series are a very interesting inclusion and are not main featured characters, and it is also of interest that they did not include a Vitruvius figure, even though that is a very major character in the LEGO movie. But overall, this is a really nice addition to any minifigure collection or any LEGO collection in general.